Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rikakidash, in whom we are in great debt. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, who rule well, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of terror, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect at GMS. This is your brother Quasiyar with another very quick one. And this is going down the pipe as Jacob's trouble. All right? But what they don't realize is that Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble. It's even the Edomites in charge trouble. You know, like Trump and all the officials, that's going to be their trouble too, because they're not going to be happy. So like here, we're expected to believe that this guy ran into the gala, the DC gala, event where Trump was actually, speaking with his buddies and having drinks and whatnot and carrying on. Instead of just, planning on how he's going to stop this war, he's having drinks. And we're supposed to believe that this guy, this Jake, a.k.a. Rambo, runs in with a shotgun, a gun, and a knife, and he runs through, I don't know, it was like 30 officers, but he gets caught alive, and they take his clothes off. I don't know. I just don't know, man. Anyways, the shit that Esau comes up with. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Wait. See, look at all these people. You and the nerve to say that, oh, they don't have security, or they don't have it. They didn't have very well planned. Give me a effing break. Look how many cops came out. Look how many undercovers were there, and let me just play it, man.
Post reporting the Trump administration itself provided, quote, a lower level of security for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. This despite the fact that the president, first lady, vice president, and other ranking lawmakers were in the ballroom. The Post says that typically high-profile gatherings are designated as national special security events, which ramps up protection. Last night's dinner was not, and no one is saying why tonight.
The New York Times reports the suspected shooter's 1,000-word manifesto says Trump administration figures were his targets, prioritized from the highest rank.
Flag number 1, manifesto. Flag number 2, his prime target, Trump. Flag number 3. Let me let you hear it. You can't make this shit up.
Which ramps up protection. Last night's dinner was not, and no one is saying why tonight.
The New York Times reports the suspected shooter's 1,000-word manifesto says Trump administration figures were his targets, prioritized from the highest ranking to the lowest, a clear reference to the president himself. According to the Times, the suspect said he could no longer allow a traitor to coat my hands with his crimes.
He ran. What was that? Who was that? Speedy Gonzalez or something? Who the hell ran that? How did he run that fast? He avoided all those bullets. I gotta go back. Gotta go back to that. Where's this? Here it is.
Said he could no longer allow a traitor to coat my hands with his crimes.
What the fuck?
The president getting into that during an interview with 60 Minutes.
Local 10 Washington, D.C. Bureau Chief Ben Kennedy has that for us and more. Ben, good evening.
Good evening, Sanella.
So let's just go to where he describes the guy.
The alleged shooter reportedly described himself as a friendly federal assassin as President Trump pushed back on those words, calling him a sick person. An investigation is now underway in his Saturday night shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where President Trump and top officials were rushed to safety after shots were heard outside the ballroom.
Oh, by the way, that guy looks so amateur, man. Let me go back to him. He's so damn. Damn. That one right there. That guy right there. He looks like he was new on the fucking job.
Where President Trump and top officials were rushed to safety after shots were heard outside the ballroom.
I dropped to the floor, so did the First Lady.
What was your thought at that moment? What did the First Lady say?
Well, my thought was, I've been through this before a couple of times, and she has not, to this extent. She handled it great. I mean, she's very strong, smart. She got it. She knew what was happening. She listened. I did too, by the way.
Because this was the first time
when they said.
All right, so they expect us to believe that this 31-year-old school teacher, planned this whole thing by himself and got in the ball in that place where they're all Edomites. One black dude was going to run through all those people. Look, man, they got to come up with something better than this, man. But I know where this face is going to, man. I know where they're planning. I know where they're going with this. But that shit's not going to work. The Lord is not going to let you do it, man. Shalom.